We are in Fort Hood, Texas. Brought here by Doug Reitmeyer, working for Stillen, the SSHO, Site and Safety Health Officer. Actually, a removal of a grease trap for his actual large kitchen, and make sure that everybody is safe. We are moving pretty fast. Did the actual removal of the grease trap. Now we're taking this cast out, and we're moving pretty fast. So far, no injuries, no incidents. Keeping everything copacetic with everybody working on the job site.
You know what I might do? I might try to knock out part of this here so I can see what I'm doing a little better. This might go a little faster.
We could do just half of this.
Yeah.
That, once you try to pick it up, that's gonna snap. Aim your hammer there. Let's see what
happens. On this back side?
This side here on the front.
Okay, yeah, because I can't see what I'm doing in there.
I'll guide you.
Okay.
Moving along pretty quick, although it's raining, so safety now becomes a higher stake for us. So I'm trying to keep everybody on safety mode. Gravel and cast installation and grease trap tomorrow, and just a connection on Wednesday and backfill whatever it is, and hopefully leave it till Thursday and Friday for seeding and taking care of the ground. Cleaned out the base and realized this is a much older base than the actual concrete cast that we had as walls for the metal grease trap that was installed. So this definitely does throw a huge curveball in our game plan. Where now tomorrow we have to reinstall that hammer on that truck so we can break the actual box and go down the depth that we are looking for. Right now we have to stop because we have to install that hammer, come back tomorrow morning and start jackhammering that base that's well over 12 inches thick in certain areas. We're in day 2 here, excavating, cleaning up the hole so that we can jackhammer the slab that was unforeseen. And so dealing with the rain, having to be a lot more cautious. Right there. So looking at me, looking down, or whoever is manning the actual hammer is giving him direction when to stop. When to go up, when to go left, when to go right, or when to drop, when to straight down.
One or two sets of eyes down there, because a lot of times I can't see what I'm doing. Like this hole over here, I gotta really trust these guys.
Be patient and find a new guy.
Just taking a moment here to switch out the hammer, get the hoses right on here so they won't snag the banks and everything like that, and get the valves turned back on, get back in the hole.
We're ready to rock and roll. TV nomás. We've completed the installation of our box. Pea gravel around it. Level off the pea gravel in the center. And so we're wrapping it up here. We're back on track. It almost seems like we're just beyond the halfway point. An expected crane coming in with the cast, and we need a location where we can actually put them so that we can put them into the trench box and then remove those trench boxes and start backfilling up to our pipe levels, and we can proceed forward. Making the right choices, collaborating with everyone involved, coming up with the right ideas from professionals and permission of the Corps. So it's been a privilege working with everybody. Tomorrow, just to wrap it up with the plumbing, get it inspected, get the pea gravel in there. It's basically landscaping from there on out. We're cleaning up, tidying up with pulling out some of the dirt and bringing in the rest of the pea gravel that's scheduled for the final finish of the topsoil before the topsoil goes in, so that I can go home and be with my family. Brian? Yeah. You're gonna have to get...
our way to get to the airport to go home. This is mission accomplished. Seals, plumbing, cast, excavation, backfill. We're about maybe 75% of backfill. The guys are gonna take a little break and finish off the rest of the backfill. Can't wait to see the landscape go in and see this back to normal. Thanks to Doug. Doug put together a very good team here. Stillen, it was a privilege and an honor to be here in Fort Hood and give back to the many here that give to us their lives and our protection in this country. Again, I am thankful and well done, good job, camera crew, everybody. I couldn't want a better crew on the next job.
My name's Ryan Hobbs. I'm an electrician by trade. I've been doing it for about 20 years. I actually did a job for Doug Reitmeyer, so he invited me to take his federal contracting training, which I did. I heard about this project. Doug called me and said, hey, you want to go up to Oklahoma Air Force Base? Check it out? I was like, yeah, let's go check it out.
Game plan.
Unscrew.
Yeah, I looked at radar and it looked like it's coming from Texas, and it's going to let up just a little bit and it's going to set in probably the most part of the day.
With Allied Steel.
Tell me about your crane.
225-ton Grove, had 106,000 pounds of counterweight.
15 foot. How high was the stick?
146. Got it done.
So what do you think of this federal contracting compared to what you were doing before?
It's fun. It's exciting.
It's
A lot of
different.
different things. Yeah, you get to see stuff like that. The 3M 24-hour fall protection training, which is it's EM 385, which is the Army Corps of Engineers qualified fall protection training. I took that down in Houston a couple months ago because it's so dangerous. There's really, you see how high we are, and how close we are to the railings and the roof and the edge of the building. And so yeah, we really need to take that training.
That bearing just sounds horrible. You can feel it in the brace. I heard about this job via my shop. Doug contacted my shop and asked for somebody that's mechanically inclined and willing to think outside the box. And my shop decided that I was the man for the job. This is split all the way up. It's gonna slide. Slide. It's gonna slide just a little bit. It's not gonna go very far. Ready? Yep. We can get them down, get it down, set it up where it can't roll or be in anybody's way. Train those down, set them off the wall.
We're gonna resend it out, so we don't know if we're gonna get it or not, but we gotta make sure. I'm just gonna take it out. Let's see how much it is, because I have to carry this down.
140, almost 145.
Well, hold on, I want to look really strong, so there you go. That's 240.
This would be almost, this is with both bearings, almost 180 pounds.
Yeah. Combo.
protect us, and you know, whatever I can do to help is great. And plus, you get to watch, you know, Blue Angels do, you know, fly for 3 hours on Thursday. You know, it's pretty awesome.
Tinker's been in my family for as long as I've known. My grandparents have worked here, have served here. My parents have worked here. I've worked construction on Tinker for most of my career. So when it comes to Tinker, I'm pretty excited about working anything. Belt on, pulleys aligned. The new bearings now have new greasers, both of them. We made sure that the shaft was plumb up and down and in and out, north, south, east, west. I'm gonna have somebody come in and turn the fan on and make sure everything runs, and I think we're good.
Our job is to make everything in this room related to the boilers work. So we got a water softener back over there. We got to make sure it's working right. We got the aerator with Chuck. We want to heat the water up to 212. We got to figure out the control panels and all the other electrical stuff here. Figure out what's going to go to the new boiler. The only way they would sell the boilers to us is if we bought them complete. So we're gonna leave a lot of it here, and then when we get the new boilers, we'll figure out what gets taken off and what gets replaced, right?
Okay.
Alright, so we got 85 clearance to the top of this machine. We're about 5 inches over from our doorway.
Texas style. This is my buddy, man. You brought the boilers.
Rick from Toronto, Canada. Cross-border expedite. Winter storm through Toronto and Buffalo. Normally would have taken me 9 hours to get here directly, and took me now probably 18 hours in total.
It was like 6 inches of snow in Buffalo. You had to go through Buffalo?
Yep, and it was the whole day snowing nonstop.
The whole siphon system wasn't piped right. So the water softener was never softening any water. So this all apart, we hooked it up correctly. It's just the tubes were never set up inside of here.
My name is Dave Schofield. I'm a unit manager with Charlotte Laboratories. We set up the chemical feed tanks and we verify that they do operate. So that's all set up and ready to go. We left a supply of chemical along with what we batched today. So we're set up to go and get these new boilers and keep them new. You're done. Yes, sir.
With a team like this, that's what gets this job done.
Yeah.
So
They picked the right contractor.
Brendan Ring. Started Advanced Logistic Partners after going through Doug Reitmeyer's workshop, GCExperts, and been doing government contracts now for a little bit over a year. So this contract, it was a fairly early contract for us. We weren't able to do it right away because of weather restrictions and temperature in the coating, but the Corps of Engineers called us up, wanted us to confirm our bid, and that's it. But we just basically sent a bid out for it, and we're the low bidder.
I'm Brian Hobbs. I'm here at Maxwell Dam in Pennsylvania representing ALP. They were awarded a contract to recoat 6 roofs on these mechanical buildings that operate the dam. Now we're here today with Jeff and his crew. Right now they're in the process of scraping the roof. I'm here as the SSHO superintendent. We had to, there's no tie-off point, so we had to use their crane. We have 2 sulfur shackling lifelines attached to their harness to the crane hook. And that's, I think, the biggest part of this project is safety. Yeah, I'm here to make sure everything goes smooth, these guys are safe, and everybody goes home at the end of the day.
We're not allowed on any roofs. Nah.
We were here yesterday. They had the crane obligated to us for a couple weeks. They had another crew here repairing the lock gates. They needed to move a bulkhead, and now the crane is stuck with the bulkhead on it. They had to fabricate a part to get it fixed, and we're losing a day on this project. So you never know, what's going to happen. Now that we can't do anything else here today, I'm going to go meet with Brendan, who picked up some of our materials. So those guys now are climbing up the bulkhead trying to get whatever fixed, and they have to fabricate something in order to accomplish that. So
kind of get it unstuck.
Yeah. So the lockmaster said that we should be good for tomorrow, but we'll find out tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I mean, the only other method is to actually get an anchorage point onto the roof.
Yeah.
Which would, require, drilling through the steel and putting bolts on, and then.
Might not be a bad idea if we have to.
He said the crane will be unavailable tomorrow, June 17th, 2020. We have run into several issues trying to move the bulkheads. The line shaft on the bulkhead has failed, and the air actuator has blown the seal. The repair party and maintenance staff are both working on the issues, trying to remedy them as fast as possible. As updates become available, I will let everyone know. And that's from Eric, the lockmaster.
Yeah.
We'll just get those anchors up there.
I don't see how they can say no if we just say, look,
Yeah.
Here's these anchors.
Mm-hmm.
This is our only option to do it safely.
Yeah.
And get the project done.
Yeah.
Perkins, and I work for Perkins Painting. I'm the son of Jeff Perkins, the owner of the company. So basically we're just restoring and refinishing the roofs on the dam buildings. They were rusted away, had holes in them. So basically the steps we're doing are we go up on the roofs and we scale the roofs, get all the old paint off, and dig up anything that's the older debris and such. And then we're sweeping it up, cleaning it up, and then we go up there and we're using mule hide products. Then we're taking a pump sprayer, we're pump spraying the 115 mule hide cleaner on that, and that eats at the rust and the erosion on the roofs. And then we go through with a brush and agitate that for 15 minutes. And then we're power washing that off, cleaning it so that completely preps the roof for the paint job and everything else that follows. After that, we're taking mule hide 125 primer. We're applying that to any parts that are rusty and or holes in the roof or anything that's bare. After that, we're going to take the A200 flashing from mule hide, which is real thick, and we're going to fill up any of the holes or any of the deep rust spots, seams, anything that really needs really good protection. And you got to put that over the primer, so anywhere that we're putting the flashing, we got to have the primer down first. The final thing we're doing at the first part of this project is we'll apply the 301 fibrous emulsion. Asphalt base clay emulsion is what the coating's made of. So then we'll coat that across the whole entire roof. We'll brush and roll that, put a nice even coat on that. And then in 30 days, we will be back here once that cures, and we'll apply the A300 base, which is the base coat over the emulsion, and then after that we'll apply the A300 finish, and that will be it for the products on the roof. And that should hold up for, I believe, 10 years is the warranty on the mule hide products, and the roofs will be good to go, no leaks, no rust, and completely refurbished and refinished.
We just wrapped up the project at Maxwell. Everything went well. The guys got the roofs coated. Corps of Engineers extremely happy with the service and the quality that we provided them, and another job well done.
Is that the most profit you ever made on a federal contract to date, or any contract?
Yeah, any contract. That's the most I made out of any contract.
And how many years have you been in business?
I've been doing roofing since 2008.
So that's 12 years in business.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, you came to our workshop. You start learning how to do federal contracts. You came back a second time. You got another dose of it.
Yeah.
And then you felt very comfortable, and you went out and you got this contract for $235,000. And in 2.5, 3 or 4 weeks' time, whatever it took to get the paperwork for that other little building, you walked away with over $150,000 profit. And then you got the phone call, and you say, "What are you going to do with all this money?"
That's right.
Preston, how did you even hear about us?
Through the Winter Storm Conference, you actually approached me, and something about you really made me want to say, wow, I got to check this guy out. I said, wow, I mean, it's just amazing. Out of all the crowds and all the people, you personally came up to me and invited me over to hear you talk.
Okay.
So, and that kind of
Somebody
got my light going. Right.
Not everybody was, like not everybody else, but I was seeking people that I had a sense maybe I could help it.
Yes.
That was my whole premise is this guy somebody that could use some help?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Would he be open to it?
Right.
And I noticed that when we asked you what the value was compared to the investment, I mean, what did you write down here? $1 million?
Yes. Yeah.
1,001? That's $5 million, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So 500,000 or $5 million, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you really feel like that over the next few years that this is going to increase your income substantially?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm confident I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I never had this happen before, but somebody from the bank called me and say, hey, you just got a large amount deposited in your account. What are you gonna do with that money? I'm like, I never had nobody call me and ask me, what am I gonna do with it?
And you also got a bunch of training that doesn't matter whether you're doing government contracts or any contracts.
Yes.
New ways of dealing with your customers, your clients.
That was valuable. I'm really going to implement this with my sales guys on growing what we have now, because dealing with insurance adjusters and customers, this information that you gave was valuable.
Okay.
I can apply it.
So when you leave here, you're going to be flying back to Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. When you leave here, sitting on the plane, you're kind of reliving the last 3 days. What's your first one or two single biggest takeaways that you're taking with you when you leave here?
It was mainly the mindset of how to get into other people's mind, so I can achieve what I want.
Right.
Other biggest takeaway was bid tracker. I thought bid tracker was, getting other bids from other government jobs, but it's just focused on the construction part of it.
Right.
So now I don't have to go through Fizz Ops or any other source. I go to Biz Tracker and I know it's going to be nothing but construction jobs that I can find within seconds.
Right.
So,
and you saw how I used it to
yes.
find jobs and know instantly I'd be the only bidder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I hope that was a valuable part of what we took away.
Yes. That was great.
So if there's other people like you, you came from wind and storm, that's roofing restoration, that type of thing?
Yes.
Okay, and a lot of that's insurance claim work?
Yes.
Okay, so if there's other guys like that that wonder, what is this stuff going on? What do you tell them if they want to talk to you? What do you tell them?
To be honest with you, I already started telling people. So I told them just a couple of days ago, you guys got to come here. But for the guys who do not know, you're missing something incredible. You're missing something incredible.
If one of those guys wanted to talk to you, mind telling them where you're from, a little bit about your business and how they might get a hold of you?
Yes. Yes, they can get a hold of me at my phone number 404-647-7663.
Okay, and
they can call and ask me any questions that they need.
Preston?
Yes.
Okay. I can't thank you enough. You pick up the phone and call me anytime you want.
Yes.
We're looking forward to having you back.
Great.
We provide the lunches and a free dinner.
That's right. That was great.
Doesn't cost you a penny to get back.
That's right. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you.
We want to hear great things from you.
Yes, and you will.
Okay.
You will. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah. So now you came back, you're here for the second time, you spent 3 more days with us. And so tell me what was different about this workshop than the last one.
It made a lot clear. Because I've been bidding on, since 2017, I've been bidding on government contracts. 3 months after the 2017, when I came here, I won my first one.
Okay.
Made some great money on it. Then I slacked up. And I said I could get back in it, and that's when I won a few more contracts. Right. And I said I got to come back here to get a refresher.
Right.
And when I came back, it was a lot clearer to me. And I think I probably got to come back one more time just to put it in my head. But the second time around, I'm glad I did it. Yeah. I'm glad I did it. and put everything together for me. So I think I can go out and do a lot more now.
So this time we asked you what was the value compared to the investment. Of course, you didn't invest any more other than your travel here.
Right.
But Preston here from Georgia, he said it's worth 1,000 to 1. So that's about $5 million. So over the next few years, you're going to get that $5 million out of it.
I'm aiming towards that's my goal. That's my goal. I'll be happy to do the same thing that that I have done. I contacted just to check it out, but you can definitely give me a call at 44647-7663, and I'll be happy to let you know that it was the best investment that I have made. And all I can tell you is come on down and listen to what these guys tell you and do exactly what they say and take action, and it will pay off.
Well, I can't thank you enough. I hope you can stick around a little bit because I try and save a little bit for the best for last year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll let the next person get their interview. This is Preston from Georgia, 1,000 to 1. I wanted to hear great things.
Yes, I will.
Leave here.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Okay.
You know, this project came in at $5,400 a square. Let's talk about how you won this bid. What was the process? What made you go in at that price? Medical SVG Storm Benches Group. I'm here live on the ground. Where we at, guys? San Francisco. San Francisco, beautiful San Francisco, with Mikkel with MJB Trades out of Montana, prime contractor on a job today. Doug Reitmeyer with GCExperts out of Austin, Texas, and we got Julio Gutierrez, the local licensed roofer here in San Francisco. This is a federal government contracted job. Now you guys source the materials through ABC?
No, actually, in this particular case, because it was in Oregon, it was a specified type of cedar, then Julio and I got together with Bobby Welsh up in Oregon, who supplied these, coated them and everything, got them approved, sent samples down here to the National Park Service, so that Julio didn't have to worry about that. So we did a lot of setup for him so he could do what he's good at, and we did what we're good at. So we set it all up for him so he could bring his team in here and do what they do really good, as you can see in the background.
We are at stage 1, which is the scaffold has to be in place for safety. It was taken about a day and a half.
So Ruthie, you're with, what's the name of your scaffolding company?
Celtic Scaffolding.
Out of San Francisco.
Out of San Francisco.
And you set up the scaffolding here today. Beautiful job.
Thank you.
So you covered all the bases.
The best.
Is this typical of a roofing job in
yes.
California?
Yes. We do it this way because of the stability. So I asked Doug, do you want it 4 wide, 5 wide, 6 wide? And he says, go 4, 5, or 6. So we gave him the best. We went 6 wide on this.
And you're setting that up for before tear off as well, so that's helping catch a lot of the debris. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
So that's helping. So that's
helps
preserving the exterior of the building.
Exactly, and that's one of the key components here of preserving anything that goes around the building not to damage the historical building. That's one of the challenges that we've been having, not to damage the building itself, but improving it instead. I'm grateful and thankful to have this opportunity to work at the National Park here in San Francisco, beautiful San Francisco, with the actually Golden Gate view that we have. I'm excited to get this done and to have a nice end result that we can say we did it. Stage 1 also involved removing the layers of roofing. So it's going to take approximately a day and a half as well. It's extremely dangerous. You need to be experienced to do this type of work. You need to be safe. You need to be completely safe. Harnesses, hard hats, so you can see ourselves. Be able to know how to step on the roof itself. Not be afraid. It's very important as well. It's a very dangerous job and very hazardous. The unique thing about this building is that not just it's actually steep, it's a 12 and 12, which is the steepest roof you can have. And also that cupola you can see behind my stage. It's quite a unique area to work with shingles around. You need to be skillful to do that. I have a dream crew and they're wonderful guys, hardworking, very skillful. I'm very lucky as an employee to have such an awesome crew. From here, we move into stage 2, which is installing plywood and the layers of underlayment. My crew has taken the breaks that we do as required. We 3 breaks during the day, 1 at 10 o'clock, 1 at noon for lunch, and 1 at 2 o'clock for breaking, so they can refurnish their energy and start going again. We're getting a cellular-heated underlayment MTS. It's a high tap, high quality as well, and it's self-sealed into the wood decking. The beautiful thing about that product is every time you drill a nail, it's self-sealed.
Guys, let's talk about how, this project came in at $5,400 a square. Let's talk about how you won this bid. What was the process? What made you go in at that price?
Well, first of all, Miguel, he recognized it was his type of work, right? He's an expert at roofing. He went in at $5,400 because of we got a 12 on 12 pitch. You got a National Historic building, you got custom.
You had to custom dip these in a special paint.
Number 1, great. There's no knots in this stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff that gets built into doing a project like this that does drive the cost up. But once the money's paid out and you get the product, then it lasts a long, long time.
The next stage is coming to install gutters all the way around, the gutter system all the way around. And then we start installing the actual wood shingles. This is an exciting moment that we're going to start shingling the top cupola, which is one of the most challenging part of this project. That is exciting right now to get that done.
the limits to how much a roofing contract can get per square. Our federal government issues 50 contracts like this per business day. How many can you get? Find out at GCExperts.com. Click on Get Tickets right now and start your journey as a national federal contractor.